and welcome back to Modalities Movement Therapy. Today we are going to be looking at the feet, the foundation of your fascial network. The fascia under your feet, you may be familiar with the plantar fascia in the arch of the foot. This is directly connected through long fascial lines that run up the calves, the hamstrings, the back, and even into the neck and the scalp. This is known as the superficial back line of the body. Tightness in the feet can create tension all the way up this chain. So if the fascial tissue in the feet is restricted, the whole system will compensate, often showing up as knee, hip, or back discomfort. So your feet are packed with proprioceptors that help your body sense pressure and balance. So freeing up any fascial restrictions in the feet can wake up this feedback mechanism, improving coordination and movement. So while fascia runs everywhere, the feet are one of the most powerful and often overlooked entry or fundamental areas that need to be addressed. Today we're going to work with a foam roller. You'll need a circle resistance band and a hard and soft reflex ball. We're going to start in standing. Take the ball onto the hard reflex ball and slowly start working across the sole of the foot, moving that ball to the lateral side. Let's bring the ball into the arch. Just feel where you're feeling tension around that area or under the foot, and work around that tension to release it. We also want to wake up those proprioceptors in the feet, so a nice quick proprioceptive movement will help wake up those nerves. And let's take the ball over to the other foot and do the same thing again. So it's important that we find stability in the feet, that you walk around barefoot as much as you can to stimulate the proprioceptors and to strengthen the muscles in the feet. Because if we need shoes for stability, then we have a problem. We need our foundation, those muscles in the feet, to be strong, to be active, to support the rest of the body. So we prevent issues like the knees and in the hips. Let's put that ball, quickly let's do that proprioceptive movement. And we can put the ball to the side. Taking that soft reflex ball. Here you can use a tennis ball if you don't have a soft reflex ball. Bring the ball under the ball of the foot. So already you should be feeling a stretch up the calf. We're going to breathe in, circle the arms up. Now as you do that, you're going to tuck your chin. Try not to extend here and bend at the hips. Try and round that spine as much as you can. Open up the spaces between the vertebrae and roll down through the spine. Try to lift the toes up as much as possible, feeling the length along the back line of the body that we were talking about. You can bounce into this release. Then when you're ready, you're going to breathe in and uncurl through the spine so your head comes up last. Just give the shoulders a little bit of a roll. Let's do the same thing to the other side. So the ball of the foot on the ball. Try and keep the feet as close together as you can. If you are very tight along the back line of the body, take the feet slightly wider apart, but keep the feet parallel. Let's breathe in again. Circle the arms up, relax the shoulders, then just slowly tuck the chin to the chest, work your way through that roll down. Exhale as you go. And hang out there and bounce. Lift the toes, lengthen and bounce into that release. Breathe yourself into that lifted position and uncurl. As you do so, circle the shoulders up and back, and you can put that ball to the side. Now let's just release any tension around the neck and the shoulders. So take one hand onto the opposite shoulder. I'm shrugging my shoulder into my hand, and then I'm releasing it. So I'm grabbing hold and I'm releasing it. Just getting rid of that tension so we can focus more on a slower, deeper diaphragmatic breath. Do another 2 and 1. Now you're going to take that hand around the back of the neck. You're breathing in. As you exhale, you're going to look over the opposite shoulder as you rotate the head. Let's go over to the other side. So take the other hand, do the same thing. Wrap it around the back of the neck. Breathe in and exhale. Keep going, breathing in and exhale. Breathing in. And take it nice and slow. So you just determine how much pressure you want to apply. If there is a lot of tension, lighten the pressure. Otherwise, create that pressure. So the hand is wrapping around the back of the neck. It's sliding down towards the sternum as you look over the shoulder. Let's do another 2. So hand around the back of the neck. Breathe in as you do this. As you exhale, rotate the head and finish off with 1 more. And exhale. And we'll just do the other side. And exhale. Now take the other hand onto the shoulder that you haven't released. Shrug it into the hand and then release it. So you're going to do a little bit of self-massage here. Pushing and releasing. Do another 2 and release, shrug and release. Good. From there, sit into a squat position. Take your opposite hand. So I'll mirror you. I'll take my left hand. Let's take the left hand onto the outside of that right knee. Reach the right arm up. So watching me from this angle, I'm going to pulse for 4. Here I'm breathing in, so I'm opening up for 2, 3, 4. As I exhale, I'm rounding my spine, bring the hand down. Come into a rounded tuck position, so you're rounding that lower back there. Arch the back as you breathe in and bounce. 2, 3, 4. Use that left hand to help you get into more of a rotation. Exhale and round. Breathing in, open up for 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Keep going. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4 more. Breathing in. Exhale. Last 3. 1. 2 more. Pulse. 2, 3, 4. And your last one. Bounce. 2, 3, 4. As you exhale, sweep the arm across to the other side. You're going to reach that left arm up. Bounce. 2. Breathe in. 3, 4. And release. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Round that spine. Keep going. Breathing in. Open up. Let's do another 4. And 3. Last 2. And finish off. Just release the arms and uncurl. Okay, now we're going to practice our balancing. or focus on the balancing. So use the roller if you need to. You're going to rest or stand on your right foot. Lift the other foot. Nod the head from side to side. If you don't need the foam roller, don't use it. Nod the head. Think about the big toe in that supporting foot. That's going to help you with your stability. Breathe into one side. Exhale to the other. Use the foam roller if you need to. We're now going to stay on this foot and challenging the proprioceptors. We're going to close the eyes. We have a lot of proprioceptors in our eyes. We have visited this before. So by closing the eyes, you have to focus on more proprioceptors in the body to stabilize you. So think about that big toe again. Push into that big toe to assist you. The glutes are going to assist you. So squeeze those glutes. And let's open the eyes and change sides. So starting off on the left foot, lift the right foot, and you're balancing. Once you've got your balance, then nod the head from side to side. Use the foam roller to assist you if necessary. And you'll find one side quite different to the other side. Keep going. 4 more. Breathing in and exhaling. 3. 2 more. You should feel those muscles in the foot, in the ankle, in the glutes working hard to stabilize you. Okay, come back to the center. Focus on a spot ahead of you which will help you with your balance. Once you have found that balance, challenge yourself and close your eyes. Use the foam roller if you need to. Keep going. Focus on your breathing as well. And finish off. Take the foam roller. We're now going to circle to the right side. So challenge your balance by bringing your feet closer together. You're going to take the roller in both hands and we're going to lift up and circle the entire body. Rotate the entire body around as you circle the foam roller up and around the body. So you're drawing a circle around the head. Breathe in and exhale. Let's keep going. 5 more. And 4. 3. Last 2. And 1 more. So we are working into some rotation, so we're working that spiral line. Let's reverse the circle, breathing in. Squeeze those glutes to stabilize you. Breathe in and exhale. And take your time. Here we go for 3. Try and keep that roller parallel to the body. Really open up across the chest. 3 more. And 2. For the last one. And bring the roller back onto the mat. Fascial roller. Let's take the right foot back again. And we're going to, depending on where you can, if you can, bring the foot right next to the other foot. We're going to focus on lengthening and stretching in the front. You're going to sit back into your squat position and pulse. So I'm keeping most of my weight into my supporting leg, but I want you to focus on stretching the front of that ankle. So there, you can put more weight into the front leg if you are taking any strain. Bring the foot closer if you can, and pulse into that squat for 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do the same thing with the left foot behind. You find that spot where you can comfortably or challenge yourself a little bit, but find that place where you're getting the most release. 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And just shake it out a little bit. Let's put the foam roller to the side for now. Step your feet together. What I want you to feel here is the arches of the feet lifting up. You're tucking the tailbone in, not under, just tucking it in. So I want you to feel what's happening in the arches of the feet as this happens. You should feel opening up around the front of the hips, the glutes are engaging, and the arches of the feet are lifting. But don't roll the feet out. We're going to do that just now. Just feel the movement, taking more of the weight into the lateral part of the feet, and then release. So let's breathe in, open up around here, lifting the arches of the feet, and release. Let's do 2 more. Breathing in and exhale, and 1 more, and exhale. Now you're going to take that circle resistance band and we're going to bring it around the feet. So it's a similar movement, but now we are going to lift the inside of the feet and we're going to release. So we're focusing on that rotation, putting weight into the lateral side. Use your glutes to help get that rotation. We're kind of preparing the feet. If they were to twist, you want to be able to quickly move out of that. You want to correct that movement if you suddenly twist the foot. You want to prepare the body for any or all different kinds of movements. So push and release. Hopefully you'll feel those glutes working hard to stabilize you. 4 more. And 3. Last 2. And 1 more. Now bring the band onto the big toes. Open up the feet as wide as you can. This is a great one for bunions. So we're going to lift the ball of the right foot and we're going to rotate that foot out. So feeling the rotation from the hip or initiating the rotation from the hip. Do another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do the same thing to the left for 2, 3, 4. Keep the resistance in the band. 4 more, and 3, 2, and 1. Now both feet, the balls of the feet on the mat. Open and spread the toes up as much as you can. We're just going to seesaw and rock from side to side. Lifting the heel, keeping the knees locked. Do another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do 1 more set. Rotate for 2, and 3, 4. 4 more. Let's go over to the left side, pulse for 2. Keep going, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift up the heel for 2, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. From there, just bring the ball of the band around the ball of the foot again and hold it in that turned out position. Now we're going to lift the heels up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's do another set for 8, 7, 6, 5. So really exaggerating the movement in the feet. 2 and 1. And just slowly walk the feet back together. You can put the band to one side, bring your foam roller onto the mat, and we're going to sit on that foam roller, just giving the glutes a little bit of attention. Cross your ankle over your knee. So thread the fingers between the toes. So open up the spaces between the toes and roll. Get into the lower back as well and over the entire area. So I'm working a little bit into the lateral side of the leg as well, getting into those deeper gluteus muscles there. Keep going. 4 more. And 3. Last 2. And 1. Release the toes. Let's shift up and over to the other side. So you can work the other buttock, the other gluteus muscles. Get right into that lower back. Spread the toes out. You can keep the foot on the knee, or if you want to get a little bit deeper, that's when you lift it up. 4 and 3. 2 more. And finish off, releasing the toes. We're going to come and rotate onto the knees. We're going to bring the foam roller behind the legs, and we're going to push into the balls of the feet. So here you should feel a nice stretch into the plantar fascia, into the arch of the foot. The plantar fascia runs from the big toe all the way across the arch of the foot towards the heel. Now we're going to use the hands. So you're going to push into the calves and move the ball towards the heels. If your knees are taking any strain, then just double up your mat and give your knees a little bit more cushioning. Lift yourself up, and sitting into the roller, just push back and circle that roller. Good. Let's do another 2, sitting and circling. On your last one, keep the roller on the heels, push into the balls of the feet, and just wiggle the hips a little bit from side to side. You're moving side to side there. Really getting a good stretch into the arches of the feet. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release and uncurl the toes. Now you're going to bring the roller right behind the knees and hold it there with your fingertips, and you're going to bounce into it. So we're getting a nice calf stretch here. Might not be the most comfortable position for the front of the ankles. Just see how much weight you can put into that foam roller. Start off small and then try and add a little bit more weight into it. You can move that roller back towards the heels and then keep sitting into it and moving it to the heels. We're going to continue doing a few more, working the length of the calves and the ankles, so you're getting that stretch in the front. Let's finish off with one more pulse, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and now hold it here again. If you can sit into it and add a little bit of a wiggle there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's continue with the ankles and bring the roller onto the front of the feet, onto the toes. So sitting back into this position, feeling that stretch. Modify it if you need to, so you don't put too much weight into it, but if you can, you want to really increase that stretch. So the closer to the toes, the more stretch you're going to feel in the front of the ankles. If you can, hands on the foam roller, we're going to push the pelvis up and nod the head from side to side. You should feel the lengthening in the front of the legs and the stretch. If you are taking too much strain in the knees, come right up, hands on the shoulders, and you're just going to sit back into that stretch, that front line stretch. There, that superficial front line. If you can, hands back on the roller, breathe in, nod your head from side to side, and release. If you are in this lifted position, as you lean back into that stretch, nod your head from side to side. Let's keep going. 4 more. Bring the knees together if you can. 3. And 2 more. And last one. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders and breathe in. As you exhale, round the spine and pulse into this lifted position. Drop the knees, breathe in, open up. If you're in this position, hands are taking any strain or the wrists are taking any strain, make a fist with the hands or drop down onto the elbows. Keep going, exhaling, rounding, and pulse. Drop down, breathing in. Hug the spine with the shoulder blades in this position. Keep going, 4 more. And 3. Focus on that exhalation. Last 2. And 1 more. Good, let's release the foam roller, bring it in front of you, and we're now going to balance on one knee. So I'm starting on my left side, bringing my right foot into the arch of the left foot. Fingertips are on the foam roller, so you're feeling those glutes working. You're going to arch the back. You're going to roll the roller ahead. Then you're going to tuck the tailbone under, come into a rounded position, and roll the roller towards the knee. Okay, from here you're going to pick the foam roller up. You're going to step the right foot forward. You're going to reach the arms up, coming into that lunge position. Then exhale, reach the roller ahead. Try to keep the toes on the mat. Then breathe in, lunge back into that position, balancing on your left knee again. Cushion it if you need to. Lift the right foot. Bring the foam roller back onto the mat. Right foot into the arch of the left foot. Arch your back. Roll forward. And then exhale. And round the spine. Good. Keep going on the left side. Lunge and step forward. Exhale. And stretch. Breathe in. And let's balance on the left knee again. Bring the foam roller down onto the mat. You're in that rounded position. Arch the back. Walk the foam roller forward. And then walk it back. Stepping forward. Lunge. Extend. And lunge. And balance. Bring the roller down. Breathing in. Balancing. Roll, 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 roll. Foot into the arch. And stepping. Stay in this position. Rock over to the right side. Lift the left foot into the arch of the right foot. We're going to repeat this to the other side. So let's arch. Walking forward. And tuck, exhaling. Lifting that roller up. Lunge forward. And exhale. And inhale. And let's balance again. Roller down, rounding. Now we're arching, opening up, and exhaling. And lunging forward. Balance, balance, balance. Roller on the mat. Open up, breathing into the space. Don't put too much weight into the roller. Let's finish off with the last one. Opening up. and lunge. Okay, and bring both knees back onto the mat and just bounce the chest down. Take the weight forward into the roller if you're not taking too much strain in the shoulders, and just rock forward and back, just having a nice stretch into the lower back. Let's breathe in, and on your exhalation, uncurl. You can put the foam roller to the side. Come onto the balls of the feet and the hands. We're coming into a short plank position, and I want you just to stay in the short plank and bounce into this position. Any strain in the hands or the wrists, come down onto the elbows and pulse. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you're going to lift off. Let's stay on the left foot. Lift the right foot off the mat, and you're going to walk your hands back to your left foot. Stay in this rounded position. My knee is bent, my left knee, the supporting knee. I'm going to lift off the heel for 8. Try relax your head as much as you can. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm going to straighten my supporting knee and lift and lower the heel again. You'll see the range of movement in your ankle or in your heel is not as great, but nevertheless try and lift up as much as you can. Do another 4. Relax your head. 3, 2, and 1. Now, keeping the knees straight, release your hands, breathe in, and uncurl through the spine, challenging your balance again. Come into that lifted position. Okay, we're going to bring the right foot onto the mat. Lift the left foot. So we're going to go down the same way we came up. So breathe in as you exhale. Chin to the chest. Try and keep that knee as straight as you can. Any tension in the lower back, you can bend it slightly and come onto the hands, the fingertips. Lift and lower that heel for 8. Where's the head? Relax it. Chin to the chest. 4 to go. 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee. Repeat the movements. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to stay down. Walk your hands slightly ahead. Keep your left foot off the mat. Lift up off the right heel and come into that short plank position again. Let's hold it here and breathe. If you want to add that bounce, go ahead and bounce. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's add a little bit of a challenge now. I'll give you 2 options. Lengthen into down dog and bend. Hover off the mat though. Your second option is to bounce into this lifted position. So we're adding a little bit of plyometrics into this workout. Get the heart rate up. Keep going. 8 more. 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3. Choose that second option if you need to. 2, and 1. Lengthen into down dog and just bounce into that stretch. Drop onto the knees. And hopefully you have got some water. Just have a quick drink and just hydrate that body. We're going to finish off with a great exercise for bunions. Bring the band around the big toes. You want to strengthen into the arches of the feet and get more movement out of those big toes, more stability, more strength. So we're going to lie flat on the mat. Open up the feet as wide as you can and make sure the feet are not too far away. You want to work into the glutes, a little bit into the back line of the body, but mostly into the glutes and into those big toes. So here with the band, you're engaging those big toes. We're going to breathe into our arch. So we're opening up, we're exhaling to tuck. So we bring the hip bones closer to the rib cage. Glutes are engaged. We're now going to breathe in and thrust up to the ceiling. Hold it in this position. See if you can open your feet up slightly wider. Now as we breathe in, we hold it up. As we exhale, we lower down, but not all the way. Just hover off the mat there. So keep the glutes engaged. Keep the big toes working to stabilize you. Breathe in and lift. Exhale and lower down. Keep going. Breathing in. Take 4 counts. Take your time. Slow, steady inhalation. And then as you exhale, slowly lower down. And try and increase that exhalation. Just let the tailbone hover off the mat. You're staying in that rounded position when you need to take your breath in, so you're thrusting up. And exhale. See if you can exhale for a little bit longer each time you repeat the movement. When you're ready to breathe in, thrust up. And slowly breathe in and exhale. Keep going, breathing in and exhale. Breathing in. Let it hover. Three to go. Breathing in. Two more. Your last one. Lower, lower, lower onto the mat. And just keeping the band where it is. Have a nice big stretch. And yawn. We're going to finish off with one more exercise. Tucking your chin to your chest. Roll up through the spine. You can come into a seated position. Similar exercise. This time the toes are rotating out, so you're fanning the feet out, opening up. This is another great exercise for keeping those bunions at bay, for strengthening into the arches of the feet, and you should feel the lateral part of your glutes working, those deep muscles there. For 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Release the band, just give the legs a bit of a shake breathe yourself in to a nice lifted position and exhale. And just bounce there. Forward to the knees. And then come into a seated position. And well done. Thank you for joining me. Remember, movement is key, and if you don't use it, well, you lose it.